Thank you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
My
Who
name's
are
Jonathan
you?
Burns. My name's Jonathan
What?
Burns.
What's your name?
Jonathan Burns.
We already called your case.
Yeah, that's what I was. I've been in the waiting room for 30 minutes, but I was at work and we were a little late to getting on break.
You were not in the waiting room for 30 minutes.
Oh no, I've been in the waiting room for 30 minutes, so since like 9:20ish.
Is your waiting room on?
The waiting room is not on.
Okay, that's all. Waiting room's not on, so you couldn't have been in the waiting room. I don't know where you were, but you weren't in our waiting room.
Oh,
Sir,
I'm
a default was
on a
entered,
phone
right?
call.
Sir, a default was entered on your case. You can file a motion to set aside that default.
What's the default?
Meaning I
Because
granted
I
the plaintiff. Sir, I granted the plaintiff a judgment.
Yes.
So you need to file the paperwork to set that aside. You are not in our waiting room because our waiting room is not on.
Okay, yeah, I'm not on the Zoom app. I'm doing it over the phone.
I know. I can see that you're calling on the phone, but you weren't in our waiting room. You would have been brought right into this meeting.
Yes. No, that's what I understand. I was late because I had forgotten my paperwork at home.
Yeah. Thank you for admitting that. You were late. You weren't in our waiting room. I'm done.
Yeah, no,
File the motion
I was
to set
late.
aside the default. Sir, you are interrupting my docket. I am done.
Okay.
Thank you. Colleen Smith versus Akapong.
Yes. Osei inside Caillou Ashampong, sir.
Caillou Akapong. Okay. All right. Where are we on this case?
We are here for a motion for an installment plan.
Were the parties able to work it out?
I do not believe so, sir. Currently now, Osei, his wages are being garnished. Mine soon will be garnished, being a public school employee. I have yet to start back to work. And when work does start, those wages will be garnished. So we were hoping the court will honor an installment payment plan.
Okay, and what are you suggesting?
Well, $300 a month, $150 between Osei and I. So $300 a month.
All right, I got you. Okay, Mr. Mack, what's your position on that?
Yes, Your Honor, we filed comprehensive responsive pleadings in these matters. Your Honor, first of all, I'd like to bring to the court's attention that the motions that were filed were signed under penalty of perjury and sanction. And the motion that are filed are deceptive and an attempt in our position to deceive the court as to the actual incomes. Now, Your Honor, I have submitted a comprehensive series of exhibits under seal to this court to protect the privacy of the defendants in this case. As the court can see from the sealed exhibits, they have a sizable income that they filed with the Internal Revenue Service, Your Honor. They have a sizable income tax refund that they received from the federal government. They have bank accounts that they have not accounted for in their pleadings to you. Both of these defendants claim to be paying over $1,800 a month in rent, giving you the deceptive presentment, Your Honor, that there's $3,600 some odd dollars in rent being paid. That is a deception. They are not paying that in rent. But if you went by the face of their pleadings, they would try to deceive the court into that belief. They also, both of them claim to be paying a $31,000 debt on a Pacifica. Well, whatever debt they have, it is a joint debt. These are co-defendants, they're husband and wife. They filed joint income tax return. They have not been honest with the court as to their income. Mr. Asimengapong works part-time at TJ Maxx. He never included that in his statement. Ms. Asimengapong works part-time at TJ Maxx. They never included that in their statement. In terms of the bank accounts they've never included those in their statements. One of them claims to have like $1.50 in an account. The other one claims to have like $118 or something in an account. But yet, from the evidence that I've submitted to this court, which has not been refuted, by the way, we see the U.S. bank account has got over $8,000 that was deposited in it that has been never mentioned to this court. So these individuals are trying to pretend the pauper when they're really not. When they have bank accounts that monies are going into, though, that's income, Judge. And that's income that's going into those accounts after, legitimate taxes are taken out. So, Your Honor, we feel our pleadings are extremely comprehensive, and prove our case very well. And we're asking for $500.
What do you guys have to say to that?
Well, we gave Mac all of the documents that he has asked for. He asked for a copy of our tax return, which was received in maybe February. So if it says that $8,000 was deposited into that account in which Mr. Mac was given that information for, that money no longer exists. And I work part-time at TJ Maxx, and so does my husband. All of that information I gave that information to my husband to give to Mr. Mac. But we don't have that money. If the money was there, he would have been given that. Peter would have been given that. What we're asking for now is the installment because we don't have the money.
All right. Hold on. Hold it. Here's what I'm going to order. I'm going to order that the defendants are to file a detailed statement of monthly income and expenses with the court. You're to do that within 7 days.
Okay.
Everything is to be included on that regarding any income, any expenses. Since you're married, it will be, and this is a joint request,
Yes.
then it needs to be laid out in that fashion.
Okay.
And then you need to file that within 7 days. I'll adjourn this hearing then till September 1st.
Okay, sir. I have one more question. Is that okay to ask?
At 11 a.m. What is your question?
My question is it just like a Word doc that we set up with all of our expenses?
I want to see what money is coming in and what money is going out and for what.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. That
Yes.
needs to be filed in 7 days. Copy to Mr. Mack. And then I'll see you guys on September 1st at 11 a.m.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, Judge.
Thank you.